Hey y'all, I'm your host, Aaron Smith of the Offshore Marine Service Association. Each Friday, I'll bring you the Offshore Briefing, a quick rundown of the week's notable developments, updates, and news you need to know in the offshore space. Whether you're on deck or at your desk, we're glad you're here.
Morning, I guess. I don't know. I think most of our listeners listen in the morning. So, hello. My name is Aaron Smith with the Offshore Marine Service Association, and this is the Offshore Briefing, part of Maritime in America podcast. And good morning, good day, good night. I don't know, whenever you listen. Good driving,
Konnichiwa.
good workout. And I'm here with my co-host, as always, Ashley Smith and Angel Johnson. I always think I'm going to reverse your names and say like Angel Smith and Ashley Johnson.
That'd be so awkward.
Well, it's also because we all have just generic names.
Yeah.
So.
Angie's not very generic.
Yeah, my first name isn't generic. Although there's a company with my last name, with my name as their last name, and I would like to meet them. I believe one of our guests said they actually worked with someone at that company. So
It does make me laugh when people call you Angel.
yeah,
Because it's
that one I can kind of
No,
it's the Angelica that's usually like
Angelica
where
also makes me laugh.
Angelica's good. I like Angie. Angie's good.
I don't like that. That's mother's name.
Mothers.
That was funny how you said mother there.
Mother.
Okay.
That's what
All
I
right.
call her.
Well, since I was the only thing that brought anything to the table
I brought
today,
something to the table.
All
Mine
right.
is Maritime Tangent.
Do you,
Because let's talk about the Olympics.
well, no. So, okay.
Are you
This was not, this was
Because
going to be my
I was going to talk
Philip-
about speed skating because it's on water, maritime. That's how I got there. So I
Wow.
love watching the Olympics, and I was watching it the other morning before school with my kids, and my oldest, who is an athlete, I would say, was like, she loves skiing too, and it was downhill mogul skiing, and she's like, I could easily
Those
do
are
that.
two
I
separate events.
could do this. No, it was one. They were downhill moguling fast. Remember, it was that one. Anywho.
Downhill is different than
Right.
mogul. Downhill is when you just go as fast as you can.
She was saying that, I could do this. Literally, I could do this. And I was like, yeah, anyone could do that. Like, all you'd have to do is give up, your time. And she was like, no, I could do it. And I was like, no, you can't. But I really was like, honestly, if you put your mind to it, that's an easy one. But then I watched the speed skating one, which all the people that wear those outfits, I'm like, oh, how unfortunate, because they take it off and they're all like beautiful specimens. But not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do speed skating. One, I would be seasick in 5 seconds from going round in circles, right? Two, my spastic self would 100% trip over those long ass skates or blades.
Yes.
And number three, there's no way I could fit in one of those outfits.
I don't know about three.
Anywho, I just shout out to the Olympians.
Well, so
Where has it been held this year?
Angel. That's worse than me not knowing who's playing in
Is it?
Yes.
Internationally, so yes. So what I had was I wanted to ask the two of you, because of the Olympics, I wanted to ask the two of you a question. If there were an Olympics for AMSA members, what would be the events?
Typing
Boat
really
racing?
fast.
Yeah, no, but it's boat racing, okay, but
Who can flex the most? And I don't mean just their biceps.
yes.
Who can throw the best party?
Yes.
Who gets things done?
I don't want to say things because I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm still sober today, so you're not going to get me to talk.
Well, I was thinking things more like you could have best consolidation, because everyone in our industry is always consolidating. True. I was thinking things about I was trying to stay away from like the deckhand type Olympics, because that's a little bit, that's different. That's more
best boat names. Who could be the most creative?
There we go.
Yeah.
Best boat names. Yes.
That's a good maybe I should add that to Friday Fast Facts tomorrow.
Yeah. What would be the best
Yeah.
maritime related Olympic events? Yeah. I was then thinking about some stuff about DP and what you can do.
Okay, now stop thinking nerd. Now you just ruined it. Go into yours.
Well, and where I was actually thinking about this was because I saw an article this week. Monday, it was announced that Transocean is buying Valaris, which is kind of it makes a lot of sense as a consolidation. The offshore drilling market has been hard hit the last real decade, um, with industry consolidations and cost controls and how the market is changing. So it's something I definitely understand there. Um, but one thing that we always hear is that Jones Act causes monopolies and causes a lack of competition, right?
Eye roll.
Yes, exactly. So, and I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that that's what this deal is. I think this deal, and actually, if in Workboat, G. Allen Brooks has a really good reflection of the history of all of the different companies that Valaris has been part of, and it's a very interesting history. Everyone should read it. It'll be in tomorrow's Friday Fast Facts. But it got me thinking, so I went and looked at the offshore drilling market. Do you know that 93.6% of the U.S. Offshore drilling market is controlled by one, two, three, four, five companies? 5 companies total control 93% of the
Oh, wow.
offshore drilling market. I mean, 10 companies, and this was before that merger, 10 companies control more than half of the entire world drilling market. And so when people say, but now let's look at the OSV market. Can you say that you cannot say, even with big companies, that only a few handful of companies are controlling the OSV market?
No.
I mean, even if you want to look at like the Solus class big boat OSV market, you have
Big beautiful boat.
Big beautiful boat. No, you have, probably at least 10 different companies that I can think of off the top of my head in OMSA membership that are controlling that market. And then if you go into the shelf market, into the smaller market, you have dozens and dozens of companies. So I would say that you cannot, like, you look at other shipping markets, look at the deep draft market as well. I was looking at that. Greek owners control 23% of the tanker market.
That does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, 18% of the gas market, 22% of the bulk carrier market. Those are Greek owners. You get to the Chinese owners. Chinese owners control 23% of general cargo market, 17% of container market. That's 17% of the container ship market. Do you know that the actual containers, there's only 3 companies that control more than 90% of that build shipping containers that everything in the world comes from and goes into, and everything that you order from Amazon? And I'm looking directly at you.
I just started the Amazon because I'm so busy, I don't have time. But I was so against it for all of these reasons for so long.
So I just think it's interesting that people blame the Jones Act for monopolistic behaviors when you look at the international shipping market has so much more monopoly, and actually the Jones Act breeds competition when you look at the actual facts of it.
Again, the only people that do that stupid kind of stuff is when they don't have anything to stand on. It's just like when our children get in trouble and they start being like, well, I'll use Helen, for example. Helen did whatever. And I'm like, Helen's not my daughter. You are. It's like, whatever's going to try and stick. Listen, all that can be amended.
Yeah, if you heard purring,
it was the cutest thing ever. It actually made me so sad. I want a cat to come sit and purr near me.
They will not, because there's a dog here.
Well, it's a workout. It's a 15-pound cat, so on my lap. It's a lot.
Well, yeah. So that was what I had was also if anyone else is looking for a good breakdown of the shipping market, I would say that friend of AMSA, John McCowan, who is great on stats, is horrible on picking sports teams because he likes the University of Alabama. But read John McCowan's stuff, his defenses of the Jones Act. He is a stat wizard and has a bunch of the stuff I used today. I pulled from him. So shout out to John. So that's what I had for today. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Well, we have an upcoming holiday, and I know that a lot of people in the maritime industry actually, both partners work in the industry. So happy Valentine's Day to all of the maritime couples, including Aaron and Ashley.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Angel. That was nice. Yeah, and you're
Look
right.
at
We do
you.
have a lot of people.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Yes. Good point. Good point. Thank you.
I did not buy you a Valentine's yet, but I did buy our kids a Valentine.
I'm sure you did.
It was like the one holiday that my dad loved. So I just always remember getting them stuff.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining in.
And happy Valentine's Day to your big fat cats.
Yes. Everyone be safe.
Bye.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. That wraps up another episode of Maritime in America. We're proud to highlight the voices and stories that keep the American offshore industry strong. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, and remember, the course ahead is shaped by those who step up and steer. If you liked what you heard, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Tune in every Friday for your offshore briefing, and don't miss our next full episode, dropping soon with a very special guest's mariner's perspective. Catch you next time.